How to tell if you are running a 32-bit or 64-bit version of Windows. When Windows is installed on your computer, it can be installed as a 32-bit version or a 64-bit version. For most people, whether they use a 32-bit or a 64-bit version of Windows does not make a difference. It is, though, important to know whether you are running a 64-bit or 32-bit version of Windows when performing certain tasks on your computer. For example, if you install new hardware or update existing hardware drivers, then you need to know what version of Windows you are using so you can download the appropriate driver. This tutorial will explain how you can determine if you are running a 32-bit or a 64-bit version of Windows. In order to check whether you are running a 32-bit or 64-bit version of Windows, you need to access the System Control Panel using the following method depending on your version of Windows. In Windows XP, Windows Vista, or Windows 7, to check whether you are using a 32-bit or 64-bit version of Windows, please click on the Start button. Right-click on the Computer menu option, and then select Properties. In Windows 8, click on the Start button and type Computer and then click on the Computer search result when it appears. In Windows 10, click on the Start button and type This PC. Then right-click on the This PC search result and select Properties. The System Control Panel will now open. In this screen you will see various information about your computer and Windows. One of the items will be called System Type and will contain the information as to whether or not you are using a 32-bit or 64-bit version of Windows. For Windows XP, it will only tell you if it's 64-bit and it will be shown in the System area under the operating system name. If it's a 32-bit version of XP, it will not give a bit type at all. If you are using a 32-bit version of Windows, the system type information will state 32-bit operating system as shown below. If you are using a 64-bit version of Windows, then system type will state 64-bit operating system as shown below. Using this information you can now download and install the appropriate drivers or software for your version of Windows. If you had upgraded Windows 8 using the Windows 8 setup.exe executable, rather than through a DVD, it can be difficult to troubleshoot your computer in the event that it is not starting properly or you cannot access the Advanced Startup Options menu. This tutorial will walk you through creating a Windows 8 DVD on another computer that can be used to troubleshoot problems starting or using Windows. If you start a program and receive an error that Windows is unable to find the VC runtime 140.dll or that it is missing, you can use this tutorial to restore the missing DLL so that your program works again. If you try to run a program and receive an error stating that the APMUS WinCRT runtime L11-0.dll is missing from your computer, you can use this guide to restore the missing DLL so that your program works again. If you are a system administrator, IT professional, or a power user, it is common to find yourself using the command prompt to perform administrative tasks in Windows. Whether it be copying files, accessing the registry, searching for files, or modifying disk partitions, command line tools can be faster and more powerful than the graphical alternatives. This tutorial will walk you through. Windows XP comes with a built-in firewall called Windows Firewall, for people who do not want to spend the money on a commercial software firewall. This firewall will be more than enough to protect your computer. By default, Windows Firewall disables all incoming traffic to your computer, including ICMP traffic, which consists of pings. Just like all other firewalls, you can specify which VMDR vulnerability management, detection and response, discover, assess, prioritize, and patch critical vulnerabilities in real time and across your global hybrid IT landscape, all from a single solution. Text source: bleepingcomputer.com